Welcome back to the shop. This is my Honda NC50. I had an old three-wheeler that was, I don't know, problematic would be the word. Nice machine, you know, relatively reliable, but it was always something. And it's really hard to ride three-wheelers anywhere. There's just no place to take them, and especially, you know, when you have it was a ATC 110, and you know, when you're a 250-pound guy riding a little kid's bike, it's just too slow. Anyway. This little thing is also slow with my fat behind on it, but it's fun. It's a neat thing. I traded straight up for a guy. You know, he traded his bike for mine. This came with the title. It's registered. All legal. Headlights, taillights, turn signals, all that stuff. It runs really well for about 5 minutes, and then it stops like clockwork every single time. It just will run down the road. It'll get you a half mile from the house or a mile, and then just stop. You let it cool down, starts right back up again. According to the internet, and it's on the internet, it must be true, that what's happened is that the cylinder head, the piston rings, have, you know, exceeded their useful life, and when the head expands, it loses compression and stops running. That sounds awkward to me. It's not intuitive that the tolerances would be so tight that would happen, you know, relative to temperature. I think for every 1 inch per 100 degrees, you gain 1/1000. So let's say heat it up 2 degrees, that we're talking 5 inches here, so 10/1000. Would that be enough to keep the rings? Anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna put this piston in here. Look at the casting on it. That's just god awful. The sides look alright, but oh my god, look at the aluminum. This is horrible. We'll have to do some deburring on that. I'm not sure. I've got new piston rings. Maybe we'll put rings in it. I don't know what we're going to do. Never really worked on a bike like this before, but I will try to get some content and bring you along for the salient points. But right now, I'm just going to try to break it down and see what we got. Well, I've got the jug off, and the piston's got a lot of carbon on it, but I can clean that off, and it doesn't look horrible. The cylinder wall is pretty good shape. This is the wrong piston. It has holes in it. This other piston doesn't have holes in it. It seems to be the right size and the right diameter, but it is not the right make for this particular machine. Or if it is, I wouldn't understand why they modified the piston skirt with these. I think I'm just going to re-ring this and put it back together and see what happens. Sounds like I got an exhaust leak, but we'll mess around with that in a little bit. Alright, she's a runner. Oop, she was a runner. I gotta mess with it a little bit. The exhaust leak and the carburetor, the air filter not being on there, sort of wreaks havoc on the fuel system. I think it's called a scavenging system. And without the exhaust being properly connected and everything, it can wreak havoc on two-strokes. This was oil injected. You put oil here and gas under the seat. And of course, that stopped working at some point. So anyway, I don't think I got much of the video. It's just 4 bolts. Pop the jug off, and it's hard to make videos when you're working on stuff. I mean, I'm just no good at it, I should say. So hopefully this got enough to make a video. But this is a fun little machine, and my father lives very close to me, so it's only like a half mile each way, give or take. And I just ran over there real quick and back, And it does, like I said, it does have lights and everything, but riding this at night probably isn't wise. So, alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.